Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? What's good, what's good, what's good? Let me send out that I'm live to the chat. Dude, am I even live? It's not even popping up on my phone. There we go. Okay, bet. Let me go ahead and send this to everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully we don't have bad price action. But if we take a look at news again, we really don't have a lot of news, so. Okay, bet. Let me send out these notifications. So far, these levels are looking way cleaner than they were looking yesterday, so that's always a good sign. Let me see if the stream's lagging as much. Okay, that's way better. It's not as laggy. That's really good. Perfect. Alright, cool, cool, cool. It's not lagging at all. Yeah, I fixed it. I told you yesterday it was like all over the place, kind of messy, but we're good today. Bet, bet, bet. Post this on X real quick, and then I'm gonna lock in on the charts. But this right here is my hourly EQ in terms of the hourly range, and we really haven't hit it yet. So realistically, I want to see us have a bullish Judas, eventually coming back down into here. Because we're coming off of this range, so we could just have a classic buy day. Because for your classic AMD, it's what? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Today could be the manipulation of the week. Because tomorrow we have a lot of news. We have red news tomorrow. Let me send this out to the X. Okay, bet. We're good. Yo, what's good? What's good, Cal? Cal, what's good? You say yes, sir. Yeah, you know it, bro. You know it. Okay, we got market opening up in about 2 minutes. But yeah, that's honestly the game plan. That's the game plan. We'll see. We're coming off of this key range, right? So that should send us higher, ideally into the EQ. We can check for SMTs. SMTs are always nice. Yeah, not really in SMTs, but we're on a low time frame. We could check higher time frame. Y'all see this right here? So this is a quote-unquote protected wick right here. So the second that this candle closed, I actually did not see this because I was busy in the Discord, but definitely want to be watching this wick on the M15. Yeah, we trade into the discount of it with the SMTs. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. coming off of this key range. We should really just have a bullish rally, bullish opening bell. If we were to be bearish the rest of the day. Yep, what did I say? Almost like it's random chat. But yeah, that's kind of how I framed this opening bell. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm still bleeding bearish overall. I'm still looking for shorts just because we haven't filled out weekly EQ. There has been weeks where we left it untouched, but we always touch it the following week. That's something that I've noticed. So just having those key levels on the chart, they're huge, 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 huge. What are we thinking, chat? Music or no music? I gotta let me know. Yup. Bullish Judas. Look at that wick. Look at that wick, chat. We'll see what the next candle does, but he said music, but I got you, I got you. Just came off of this supported price move. We're just supporting price moves bullish right now because this is a key range. If you guys actually measure out the student should be hip on this on the sauce because it's all on the WAP, but where is it? Failure to close between the 0.5, huge. We had SMTs on the M15, and we're respecting this fair value gap. So, and then we took out all this buy side liquidity, but we're just supporting price moves higher. So, if we were to catch a reversal or catch shorts, we'd have to start doing the complete opposite. We're gonna have to start disrespecting bullish PDRAs and start forming bearish PDRAs that get respected, and then that's whenever you just jump in on the move. But just kind of on my toes right now, or just watching. Yo, what's good, Ali? How we doing? Dude, it's fixed, by the way. Fire, the song's pretty good. Yup. Always gotta get some house music playing. But it's not lag anymore. Peep. Just came back from school. It's good. Learn anything new today? Okay, that's the wrong thing. Looks much better. Yup, it was my settings. He said, nah, bro, about rights? Dude, I don't know what that is. Nah, I'm playing. Where is it? I played games in school today. That's fire, bro. I don't know. I generally feel like school is what you make of it. As long as you get decent grades, it really doesn't matter. Like, you're just there to, like, socialize for real. Because most people, they go to, like, 4-year university, college, get paid, like, 70, 80K, and then you just build your way up. So it's what you make of it, really. Yo, this order block right here is huge. It's a measuring order block because it got printed in the EQ of this range. So we're going to be watching this. Yeah, failure to close above it would be nice. Because we just souped, or we just swept out, my bad. We just swept out buy side. Dude, is this line not straight? There we go. I swear, if we have barcode price action. No, bro, I agree. I don't know what yesterday was. I mean, yesterday was somewhat clean for longs, but it wasn't in conjunction to my setup. Tap the timer rate, right? 15. Let me see. I would say this. Yeah, we disrespected this right here, which is not good. I'm trying to look for the timer array. So I'm at this wick between 15-minute fair value gap. Oh yeah, this baby one right here. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. It's really, really, really small, but it's applicable. We check the hourly. We have this huge rejection block that we're tapping into. But I just don't like how we have SMTs at these lows. So I really just want to see the first 15 minutes go by, or until 9:50 to 10:10. See how the higher time frame candle closes for your PO3, and then we'll go from there. But this is good right here. We swept out buy side. You guys see how volatile this wick is? Just shooting us lower, but we need body closures. Body closures always confirm. Wicks do the damage. You guys know it. Yeah, we're just kind of accumulating around the EQ of the range. Makes sense. I don't know if you guys, some sauce real quick, but around EQ we always like just chop around EQ. It's just your reaccumulation phase. Classic AMD trust, but I mean hopefully, fingers crossed. But this messy price action, it's always normal around EQ. That's why I wish I had to get in like in the deep discount. But opening bell, I just knew we were gonna take out buy side. I hope you guys see why I knew that I was gonna take out buy side, because you guys were in the live whenever I was. Tomorrow's the day, I guess, quote unquote. Tomorrow's gonna be super duper like just manipulative because we have red news, and we haven't had red news in what, 2 days. So there's gonna be a lot of like extra volatility, a lot of people in the markets, whether it be institutions or even quote unquote dumb money or retail traders. But we'll see. We have this volume imbalance right here. We're just not giving any candle closures on any time frame. We're just chopping around the EQ. But I guess it's random. I guess we're just chopping around a random range. I'm kidding. This all makes sense. We just gotta wait. See what the body closures want to do, and then that'll tell us what the next objective is. That's what I'm trying to say. Full of wicks, yup. But we're expecting this wick right here that what swept out buy side. Dude, I didn't even check if it had SMTs. Yeah, huge SMTs. You guys see those SMTs with these eyes right here? So opening bell was predicted because what we had SMTs down here, and we just knew we were gonna take out this buy side. And then what do? We do the complete opposite. We create SMTs at these highs. We respect this wick. So supported price moves again. We just gotta stay vigilant, stay watching price, see what we do. $23,765.25 is my key zone for longs. If we get a nice rejection, where is that at? 23,765. Dude, that's pretty down there. But I would say if we come down to here, we're gonna go down to 23,756. This deviation right here, which is 0.25. M1 is horrible, yeah. I usually look at the seconds and I'll look at the M2. We're literally just coming off of an SMT rejection block that swept out buy side, and then we respect this order block to the T. So M2 order block right here within the EQ of the range. If we just keep wicking it though, that'd just be terrible. But Legend say you could buy it because it's a barcode. Yeah, no, that's facts. But that's actually a great thing in disguise, being able to distinguish like barcode looking price action versus clear structure. Like a lot of people when they first start day trading, or like even 6 months, a year in, they'll have no idea what the difference between clean price action and super duper like stagnant or just choppy. Like this is high resistance, but yeah, let's see the M1. Dang, bro, yeah. That's actually crazy. I wonder what ES looks like. You know what? ES low-key isn't as bad as NQ right now. Like low-key. It's the same price moves too. Same exact price. Like PD arrays being respected. Same order block on ES and NQ that got printed. Crazy. I wonder if we're wicking this bad on ES. Is that like a both? I want to see how this closes on ES. But yeah, I guess we're just wicking. Another order block. Guys say love it right now and it'll go away from it. That's super funny. It just looks like we're range bound, honestly. Between the EQ, we're just like stuck in this range. I would wait for a clear breakaway from this range, or clear distribution, or expansion higher, either or. But we'll see what we do. 950 to 1010. I sell ideally. I really want it to go lower. Ideally, like to 23,789.00. That'd be a great objective. Ideally, yeah. But we're just fine. So we are just fine. But this range really tells us a lot. Dude, it really is just a waiting game right now. I'm not gonna lie. We're just waiting. This is body closure. This is good body closure. Not gonna lie. Let's turn these two consecutive into what? That's an M4. Order block right here. Yeah. But whenever price just chops up like this, you can't really rely on order blocks too much, realistically. You want to look for your measuring gaps, your breakaway gaps, your fair value gaps. Yeah, you got to trade institution with strat. Yeah, of course. You also got to be cautious, like, with what the conditions are. It's a no news Tuesday, so we'll see. We have a massive SMT on the hourly between Monday and today's high of day. It's good. We're just like so locked, like we're range bound right now. We've been range bound for 2 days. It's been pretty bad. The second we see clear distribution or expansion, but yeah, we do have SMTs at these highs. SMTs, and we swept out buy side, so. Let's see what we do during the macro. 950. 10. Okay, cool. Do you guys see how we're just souping these key levels? Like these ranges right here? The fact that we just keep souping them back and forth and we're showing clear indecisiveness, it's not good. Just means that we're range bound. Put the macro times out there. Yo, what's good, Derek? What's good? I think highs will get swept again. I don't know. Again, do you see how we're just souping these key levels? Like, do you see this fib range right here and then this fib? Like, we're just showing clear indecisiveness. But again, daily wise, like I really want to see us go down to this range right here. So we'll see. Took that long in pre-market, done for the day, bro. It's fire, yeah. I called out this range right here, like this opening bell. I was like, bro, we're just gonna skyrocket higher. Okay, why are we lagging now? That's weird. But yeah, I was like, we're just gonna skyrocket higher because we had SMTs, and yeah, so that buy side that was pretty nice. So longs are pretty nice opening though. But now we got SMTs to the downside, and then we have this clear wick that we're expecting. So one trade literally, yeah. I mean, bro, minis are they're pretty heavy right now. So if you do props, a lot of people are just blowing fundeds left and right. Just because they're so heavy. But that's good, bro. That's the freedom that trading gives you. It's like literally just one trade. Like I remember, I just don't know what to do with the rest of my day. Like sometimes I'll be done pre-market, I'll be done 20 minutes in, 15 minutes in, and then I'll just ponder, bro. I just don't know what to do with the rest of my day. But that's honestly a blessing in disguise. So, okay, 950 opened up. Ideally, we sweep out these lows. Closure below EQ would be nice. So. At a level at 805, but I didn't take it because what? Did you lack confidence in that setup, or what was it? See, 950 opens up. What do we start doing? We start distributing. We soup this key level, right? I'm telling you, whenever we're just range bound, like taking these ranges, that's never good. But kind of just going back and forth. But this was good. This was good. This was clean. Off of this block. Now we need to see some sort of sweep. You only trade between 9:30 and 11. Yeah, me too. I trade between 9 to 12. Because your 9 to 12 is equivalent to your daily PO3. Or that's like a whole candle. So we do volatile great range. And then your PM session, obviously. But I rarely ever trade PM. Yeah, my long, crazy call. I mean, if we have SMTs, maybe, but we low-key do have SMTs at these lows. But dude, this is just so range bound. Like, do you guys see this right here? It's just, Still haven't hit daily EQ, so I'm still favoring the fact that we're in a premium. I'd still be looking for shorts. So that's kind of how I filter out my SMTs and premium discount. So I'll usually only take the SMTs that are in conjunction to my bias, which we're in a premium. I'm looking for shorts. That's just how it goes. Can you give us more sauce on the daily EQ? Is it previous days or current day? It's implied dealing, so it's neither. It's not really daily based. It's more implied on your implied dealing ranges. So yeah, it's not really based on current days, but yeah. Now this range is super duper powerful, like it's important. We could start bouncing here, but I really don't want us to, because again, we have a lot of objective lower. But I could justify us going higher at this range until we close through EQ. Closure through EQ would be so nice. We'll see how we close on the M2. 9:56. So this minute should do more telling. Yep. If we see body closure next 30 seconds, super duper nice. But yeah, there we go. Okay, why is it lagging? But clean. As long as we close through EQ of this range, that's biggest confirmation that we're gonna hit daily objective, which is down here. Yo, what's good, Ken? What's going on? I got this order block. Where's that original fair value gap? Trying to see if I could trade before class. Bro, good times. I remember whenever I used to do that all the time. I remember in like high school, I used to be in the back of the class just like trading, just locked in. Like everybody would be doing fucking like algebra or some shit, and I'd just be in the back of class just trading. But yeah, this range, like I said, we could like, it's pretty clean. What did I say? Like I could identify us reversing off of this key range just because we failed to close through EQ. Escape the matrix mindset, bro. It's like the older you get, the more you realize that the matrix is just, it's what we thought out to be. It's nothing different. Just a system that's designed to keep the what? The rich rich and the poor poor. It's very, it's just blunt, almost verbatim, to be honest, but some more sauce on the way that you guys should be thinking whenever you guys are taking trades. It's always like an if-then mindset. If this happens, I execute. Well, that's how I do it at least, but I think it's really just a really good philosophy of trading is that if we close below EQ, what? Shorts are statistically way higher probability. We souped this right here, creating a 3 consecutive wick model, and now we're flying higher. You guys think that's random? Let me know. Trust we're gonna hit A63 then dump. Yeah, whenever you're saying longs, like I couldn't justify longs because we haven't hit this range. But now that we hit this range, I could somewhat see longs. But we're still in the premium again, so if you're gonna, even if you do catch longs for the day, they're just not gonna be as quick, so to say, or as clean. Because whenever we're in a premium, we're just heavy. So every single time that you catch a short position, that's in conjunction to your longer term premium and discount, you'll see speed, you'll see momentum. Like price will just fly towards your take profit. Versus whenever you long in the higher time frame premium, it's just gonna be a lot more what? Just high resistance, messy. If price hits A63 at 10 a.m., we'll take it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, very simple terminology, honestly, but it goes a long way. It really does. Because the way that the market is designed, it's like buyers and sellers can both make money, but it's just which one's going to be cleaner. Which we'll never do? Yeah, rip. You just went into this order block right here, which was what? This was a measuring order block. We never tapped into it. tapped into it right here, and then boom, we just flushed lower. But again, I really want to see closure through. Let me drag out this range. So you guys like, yo, what is this? I'll even redraw it out. We're just so like range bound. There's nothing too clean. We just sat back into this range and then we just start flying. So, but I guess price is random, chat. I guess price is random. I guess we're trading into a random zone. Dude, Slim cut another 2K day. That boy is printing. Oh, yeah, that's great. Finally see that closure below what? EQ. That's what I've been eyeing for so long. Love to see that closure. It's about time. About time, about time, about time. And then we what? Let me guess. Yeah, we wick through this freaking order block, but people be trading anything, dude. Yeah. But I don't know. It's pretty clean. It really was. We had SMTs at these highs. We had this clear wick. This is a rejection block supported by SMT. We just chopped around this wick way too much for anybody's likings. But if you look, we're just range bound between EQ. We swoop this key level right here, create a measuring gap or measuring order block, trade into the measuring order block, and then we took out. This was my daily objective right here. Sent it out to the Discord, but yeah. Do you see how light we are here? But we'll see. I actually want to watch this wick right here. What time frame? M1? Yeah, it's not bad. I want to see this, so now this down here. But no, longs opening bell were super duper clean because we had M15 SMTs, we had bullish structure, and then we just swept out these relative smooth time-based liquidity, which was just super clean. And then we had this huge wick injection block that swept out liquidity and created SMT, which made it high probability, and then we just tank lower. We're just high resistance, but it was clean. Yeah, ideally this range shoots us, dude, I don't know why it's lagging. Shoots us down to this level, and then I'm content for the day. Just watch it. You were short? I was leaning bearish, yeah. And then the opening bell was like, bro, we're just gonna skyrocket, we're gonna fly. So I was leaning bullish for opening bell because I knew we were gonna have an opening Judas, and that's what played out. We had an opening Judas at 9:30. We took out buy side with this SMT. Waited for that macro, couldn't justify it. Right here, I was like, okay, we could maybe reverse from this point right here, but this was just a retracement. So if we were to measure this out, I'll show you guys some sauce. quote unquote enigma moves in sequences again. Like that's algorithmic right there. And then if we measure out this leg, we can see if it's done distributing. Yeah, low-key lagging a little bit now, but no idea why. Holy chop. Yeah, I mean, it's just high resistance. I'm trying to think real quick. But days like this are actually super duper easy. Whenever we're just switching from buy side liquidity to sell side liquidity, that's super duper easy. Like it's just they're the easier days to trade. And then how do you identify what side you should be on is you want to see what side has the failure swing. Like yesterday, that's exactly what happened. We kept going from buy side to sell side and we had a failure swing to hit buy side. So what does that indicate? That we're going to start to distribute significantly lower, and that's exactly what we did yesterday. Dude, I could get rid of this range, honestly, because there's just a lot of extra clutter. Oh, what is this right here? We'll extend this. But yeah, opening bell, we just swept out these smooth highs, and then we swept out all these lows, and we gave fair pricing. Like price is fair to move higher now, intraday at least it's fair. Cause right here we had what traded into a discount. We souped this key level, this order block or CSID right here, failed to hit CE of it too, and then we just skyrocket higher. So pretty interesting macro to be honest. 950 to 1010. Do you guys see this range that we did during the macro? Real Sigma is listening to funk. If you know, you know. Should really want to send this to Discord. Thank you, Nasdaq, for real. Nasdaq has been making everybody money, bro. Like, genuinely. Buyers and sellers both been printing. Both sides. Not a classic buy or sell program. Oh, you said it sarcastically because it didn't hit your level. What was your level? What was your level again? I look, you forgot. A63. Dude, that's high. What is this? Is this like a fair value gap or a wick or what is it? Is it like CE of something? Bro, this was like the most range bound like price action I think I've seen in a long time. Gold back, bro. I haven't heard gold back in a very long time. Do people still trade gold back? I look, forgot that was even a thing. Standard deviations are always good. Plus order block, that's good. That's good. I remember I tried to, whenever I first started day trading, I came across gold back and there was just way too many levels. Like I couldn't actually see my actual candlesticks. So I tried gold back plus time. That's not bad. That's not bad. The quote unquote secret gate kept ICT strategy. There's not too many levels for me. That's good. I don't know. Whenever I had gold back, like there was just too many levels, so I was not doing it. You gotta know which ones to use. Yeah, possibly. I never looked too deep into gold back. One of the students actually, he looked super duper into gold back. I think he said the win rate with him was like 60%. Yeah, that's why I don't only rely on gold back. I mean, if you think about it, a 60% standalone like sort of levels, that's not bad. That really isn't. If you tie it with what pity arrays to use and whatnot, it could definitely like help mitigate your success. Dude, if we eventually continue lower, this was like the deepest retracement I've seen in my lifetime. Cause I don't know if you guys remember, we had SMTs at these highs with this rejection block, but this was just such a deep retracement. Like what? That's actually crazy. Crazy retracement. So your objective straight up would have been daily EQ. If you caught shorts off this original order block, where's the original order block? It's on the M2. Okay, the order block disappeared that I was looking for. No, it was right here. So if you caught shorts off of this original order block, your take profit would have been at daily EQ. Now apparently the win rate with my strat is 80%, but I can't prove it. So how's it 80% then? You gotta be able to prove your win rate. Cause somebody could trade the same exact strat as you and have a different win rate. It just really, it all depends on what works for you. Cause the system that I have, like me personally, I have an 85% win rate. Well, I actually round down. It's like 86.67, but I just round it down to 85 because nobody's gonna be like I have an 86.67% win rate because I learned it from somebody and he had it too. So yeah, no, that's good. But again, it's win rate always fluctuate per individual, like per the person trading it. So once you can prove to yourself that you have an 80% win rate, that'll build confidence. Yeah, I should probably backtest it, yeah. I always say backtesting is huge. But I believe in forward testing as well. Because let's say for instance, a model was developed a year ago, 2 years ago. Because like a lot of these concepts that were developed, like ICT, fair value gaps, order blocks, these are years out. Like I'm talking, we'll say 20 plus years, right? That these concepts have been out. In markets, they change. They change per who's president. They change per, they just price action. It's different. Like you could see price action whenever Biden was president versus whenever it was Trump. Like price action is just, it's very different. So you kind of have to adapt your strategy to what the market presents itself to. So. But yeah, forward testing and back testing, huge. That's how you build confidence. Because whenever you tie trading, you always like tie it to monetary value. You're like, yo, I gotta get money, I gotta get paid. But whenever you just sit down and you go into this, you go into learning something like a new endeavor with, I actually want to learn this skill that's gonna change the trajectory of my life within the next, it really depends on the person. 1 year to, let's say, 4 years max, right? Whenever you look at it from that mindset or that perspective, it really just, it changes how you think about the market. You're like, I don't necessarily have to get paid, but as long as I learn something new, I still learn a monetary value or monetary skill that's gonna help me print money in the future, right? Yeah, but in demo, I bought them in top tick the entire week, but on Express, I'm lost and confused. So I can't really forward test. I gotta do it on this Express. Makes sense, makes sense. But again, it's whenever you tie to monetary value, you tend to self-destruct. That's what a lot of people, that's what I say a lot of traders do. The second that they see their P&L fluctuate from plus 700 down 600, and it's just, it really plays with your psychology because we're human beings, right? And trading, it really is it's a hard endeavor. Like only 1%, like statistically, a lot, like people don't even hold fundeds for more than 30 days. Like that's a common statistic. So if you're even able to hold like consistently trade every single, well, I don't want to say hold a funded for 30 days and you're just not trading the account because that's kind of beating the system. But if you're able to have good risk management for 30 days, that's all it really comes down to. Let's say you're actively trading every single day for 30 days and you still are like net positive on the funded. You're like top 10% of traders. It's crazy. Because most people, they'll get a funded one day, they'll blow it the next day, and they're back on the eval. And it's a constant cycle, it's a constant loop. And that's how all these prop firms, they rinse, they make money. But the people that do get paid out and are actually smart, they're printing money as well because they actually acknowledge that. But that's a few percentage of people. They've had the funded for 5 days now, yeah. That's not bad. The second that you're able to hold it for 30 plus days, down 600, rip. But the second that you're, like this should be some confidence to all you guys. If you've had a funded consistently for 30 days, you're top 10% of traders. And that's a statistic, you guys can search that up, right? And if you guys hold it for 3 months, that's like, I think that's like top 3%, which is crazy. It's hard for real trade micros and back test, yeah. I do. Right on. But today was clean off of this order block because this was measuring at SMTs. Opening bell was super duper clean for longs. And then we traded to what? Daily EQ. And now we're just range bound again. Makes sense. We have no news today. Tomorrow we shouldn't be range bound. Tomorrow should be clear distribution or clear expansion. And tomorrow I'll be in the call with the students. We'll be in the actual call, so. No fluff, no gatekeeping, none of that. What's the M1? He said 20 minutes fire. Dude, I haven't heard that song in such a long time. Let's see if it comes back. Try like Yeet. Dude, I also haven't listened to Yeet in a long time. I'm actually down. Might as well play some Ian too. Top Step somehow didn't apply my risk, needed to go break even. Bro, they've been got rid of the they used to have like a daily guard or like a drawdown where you could only lose like 1,000 per day. They've been got rid of that real long time ago. Chart colors, I'll send them in the Discord. But yeah, we're still considering the sell program because overall weekly objective, we're still in the premium. But this was a crazy retracement. I'm gonna go eat something, bro. Hey, feast. Have a good meal or whatever you're gonna eat. Eat good. See ya. Peace, bro. I'll see you around. I'll probably stay watching this for a little bit more. We'll see. Then abuse it to show you how I'm feeling. Hate this feeling that I'm feeling. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, bro. I'll see you around. Peace. Gotta be float. But yeah, we can measure out this leg too, because why not? Yeah, to the T, to the T. So realistically, if we were to expand, we'd expand down to minimum here. Minimum. Or distribute, my bad. Now we see some clear distribution. Cool. I think the biggest thing for like everybody right now is just not to marry a bias. That's where you could go wrong. Unless you want to withhold a significant amount of drawdown, there's really no point of marrying a bias. But we came off of this M1 rejection block that swept out relative equal highs. We swept out liquidity, opening bell, had a deep retracement back up into it, and then now we're just tanking. So this range should take us way lower. 21 minutes until that. There we go. This was the tank that I was waiting for a long time. Finally started distributing, but this might be the 7-9 level. Just trying to eyeball it. No, yeah, that was a deep retracement. We eventually souped the 7-9 though. It's crazy. To the T. Souped the 7-9 to the T. So we did have an optimal time entry, but it was just so deep. Pupper. But yeah, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, keep it going. I low-key really want to start doing like IRL content, because I go to New York November and then I go to Dubai December, so I already have like a crazy camera that I bought. I should start recording content. Finally started distributing. About time. Screen went black. Oh, my bad, my bad. This is my weekly objective. Just clean all around. Dude, I can't make this up. It's actually so crazy. We soup this range right here, rejection block. It's actually so clean. Measuring order block, respected to the T. What are we souping, guys? How do we top and bottom tick at these EQs? Look for a pity arrays that we tap into, and bro, you can't even make that up. That's no drawdown, literally. Take profit would have been down here, but it's about to hit TP. We even got some room lower too. We have a lot of room lower. Dude, if we hit weekly EQ today, that would actually be a very interesting day. Because that means that tomorrow, we could be super duper bullish. Tapping into a fair value gap now? No, I'm still leaning bearish. I also want to see this tank. Ideally down into these, I'll tell you the exact prices. Ideally into 23,675.00. Best case scenario 23617, or best case scenario is 23,603. But I still think we have significant room lower to distribute. Okay, cool. We tap into this PD array. Again, I still believe that we have significant like room to go lower. I really do. Light skin and music. Okay, now we're playing Italian music, Moroccan music. Okay, chat, what are we feeling? What type of music should I play? Dude, I completely measured this wrong. I can't believe that. We'll stay on their toes. Some chill music, some jazz. Bet I'm down, I'm down. What'd you guys think about this this new edit? I'm looking trying to learn how to like use After Effects and stuff. Cause when I tell you guys, like genuinely, when I trade, I'm only in the trade for like the most it takes me is like 20 minutes. I'm up like, cause I copy trade, I'm up like a band on each account. That's like 5K a day. And I just have the rest of the day and I just don't know what to do with it. So I'm just, when I tell you I'm just learning the most random skills, like I started reading a book, bro. I started reading like hellas just the time that I have on my hands. But the problem is that whenever you achieve just like the freedom that trading gives you, the problem isn't a system. It's the fact that the system that's in place for us to follow is just, it's setting us up for failure. Like that whole methodology or mindset of thinking that you need a 9 to 5, it's just terrible. You're done already? Yeah, bro, I've been done. I've been done a long time ago. Let's play some jazz. Let's play it. For some house music, I feel like it's chill. Casa Thoery in an M5. Yeah, it looks like it's. Oh, you're talking about this right here. Is it supported by SMTs? Nah, no SMTs. No SMTs, and we still haven't hit weekly EQ. My weekly EQ is still down here. So I wouldn't take this Casa's week theory because I always filter them out again. And then we have this huge measuring fair value gap, which I really, realistically, I don't want to see this hold. It's too big. There we go. Or what's the... Yep, this right here. I don't want to see this side of the fair value gap hold, but I don't want to see CE get touched of this one. 2 consecutive fair value gaps. It's algorithmic. But I always filter out Casa's Wick theory because when I tell you it forms every single day, it really forms every single day. So how do you know which ones are going to hold, which ones are going to be susceptible to higher probability? And that's the one that's in conjunction to your overall net bias. Are we in the premium or in the discount? Like whatever methodology, however you trade, do we just sweep out liquidity? Like what's your draw on liquidity? That's how you think of it. If you're leaning bullish for your draw on liquidity and then you see a bullish Casa's Wick theory, execute on that for sure. But if your drawing liquidity is sell side and then you see a bullish Casa's Wick theory, why would you take it? It's opposing your bias, right? It's all like storytelling. It got to be in conjunction to whatever methodology you trade. That's really all it comes down to. I just like to keep it simple, honestly. I really do. The simpler the setup, the less of a headache it is. The cleaner setups you get as well. Because whenever you have a million different confluences, it's just you need a way to filter it out. That's the biggest thing with ICT. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this live stream because I'm not going to go live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be in the call with the students. So we'll see. Tomorrow's going to be good. We got red news, PPI, I believe. Okay, my ears just got decimated. Again, I didn't want to see this fair value gap get respected, but I really don't. I want to see this one get respected right here. And if we don't, We are coming off of a key range. I completely forgot to put this right here. Failure to close between 0.5. But again, I just wouldn't have taken this personally. Like it's present, it's there. It's just something that I wouldn't have taken. Just because we're in a premium, yeah. I don't long in the higher time frame premium. Unless it's opening bell. Opening bell, I'll go against my premium discount because I'll know. Because you typically have your Judas at your opening bell. It also comes down to the personality that you have as a trader. Because I'm telling you, Casa's Wick theory, if you're like a hyper scalper, Casa's Wick theory, it always, like, it's so easy to get 10 points, 20 points. With Casa's Wick theory, it's actually insane. Because price almost always moves in conjunction to your drawn liquidity. Always, 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 always. So. But if you try to hold like longer term positions, that's where it gets a little bit more tricky, but it's still applicable. Like the strongest, I'll drop some sauce real quick, but the strongest Casa's Wick theories. You know what? I want everybody in the chat to guess right now what time frames that the strongest Casa's Wick theory forms on. It's higher than the M15. I'll give you guys that hint. But just try to guess what's Cas. I said this in the Discord, but you guys probably already saw it. He said 1 hour daily. It's very close. 4 hour, 1 hour, 3 minute. Dude, 3 minute is it. Those are intercorrelated time frames because I have intercorrelated time frames. So if we type into a daily inefficiency, I'll look for Casa's Wick theory on the M2. I'll drop some sauce. But Ellie was on the money. It's the daily time frame. Any single time you see the daily time frame present a Casa's Wick theory, that's gonna be susceptible to the highest probability Casa's Wick theories. Those are just on par. Yep, daily. Ken said it too. Money. The 1 hour is good for your ranges. So if you guys can see these ranges right here, for your intraday ranges, you want to be looking at your 1 hour range. And then you want to look at your daily range for your, let's say, your swinging positions. But for scalpers or for like day traders, your hourly and M15, those are the two time frames that are the money. M15 and hourly. But yeah, any single time you guys see a Casa's Wick theory in the daily time frame, bro, take that. And then a couple of my YouTube videos actually, this was I think 2 months ago, probably like a month ago. I'm still in this position in terms of options, but there was that H4 Casa's Wick theory that formed, and this was like live concurrent price. And I was telling everybody that was watching the YouTube video, just buy the Nasdaq right now. Like first time this year, we're gonna flush all-time highs. We're just gonna go to the moon. And I banked off of that position. I don't know if anybody else did, but I posted it on YouTube. I think it was... What video was it? How Casa's Wick theory caught all-time highs. Yep. 2 months ago. But yeah, you could see Casa's Wick theory formed in this key range. Because this was a key PD rate, but it's just something that I wouldn't take personally. Because again, the way that I keep my win rate high is that I filter out my Casa's Wick theory. I'm not executing on every single Casa's Wick theory. I'm only taking the ones that are the highest probability, right? So yeah. But that was a good amount of points that it moved. It was right here. We still got a little room. Can you show us how you mark out your ranges, or is this too much sauce? Oh, the video to it is actually in the WAP. Like the way that I trade and everything that I do is it's all in the WAP because I just put everything on there. Try to make it super duper organized. Can you measure premium and discount with OTE? Yeah, you can. You could, however way that you used to do it. I mean, I'll kind of hint at the way that I do it, but I use my implied dealing range. And you won't find this anywhere on YouTube or Twitter or anywhere. Trust me, I've looked. But yeah, it really is just like an implied dealing range. That's really all it comes down to. If you guys are wondering, yo, what's an implied dealing range? It's where hypothetically price is algorithmically designed or sequenced, because the algorithm, quote unquote, moves in sequencing. It doesn't move in any other way. It's just set numbers that's measuring out retracement legs and distribution expansion legs. That's really all it is. So using that same like mindset of thinking, I just take my swing points, where is price bound to go, like what's the implied range that it's gonna fly to, and that's where I pull my my ranges. But yeah, that's how I do it. Do you know which video by any chance? Yeah, so for the sequencing, for like the specific numbers, the video for it is let me pull it up real quick. It's underneath Institutional Concepts 101. Bunch of videos in there, but it's if you watch where is it? Dude, I just saw it and I just scrolled past it. If you watch the subligation plus PD rate quadrants, and then if you watch the standard deviations, and then where is it? There's one more video that covers it. It's the sequencing. It's just called sequencing. Oh, it's called Deep Dive into Enigma, my bad. But yeah, it's right after the standard deviations video. So those videos, and then there's a PDF underneath the Timex price category. I know there's so many different PDFs, but there's a PDF for your implied dealing range. Dude, I don't know if I should drop some more sauce. I was this close. I need to chill. One of these days, you guys are gonna get some crazy sauce out of Casa. One of these. That sounds kind of crazy to say, but one of these days. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Is 23,703.25. Let's see where that range is. 23,703. Do 703. That's far. That's right. Oh no. If we were to close below that range, we're just gonna go down to 23,617, and we're gonna definitely hit this key level right there. But you could see on the M2 this was cleaner. This was the EQ. We soup it to the T. This is how you top and bottom tick, and it's in the PD array. Algorithmic signature right here. Straight to take profit. This was just the daily range, so we could get rid of this because we filled it. And yeah, hit straight to take profit. We see a retracement, but I would have been out the second that it hit this level right here. And then if you want to hold it for higher positions, you wait for closure between EQ, and that's whenever you hold it for the big money. That's where you have your runners, whatnot. But I hope that answers your question, Mr. Swag Cartel. Probably stay live till 12. And then what am I doing today? Let me peep my calendar. Let me go bring it here real quick. Let's look at the wall. So I got 2 things for today. Obviously trade, which I already did. And then I have read, and then I have YouTube shorts. So I guess I gotta come out with the YouTube short. Again, that's probably been the biggest thing for me is, as a full-time trader, is just every single Saturday or Sunday, I have this big ass calendar on my wall, and I use like chalk, like it's really old school, and I'll just plan out my day like on a random Saturday or Sunday, and that's what I'll follow throughout the week, and it just keeps me super duper organized. But yeah, I really want to see a flush lower. Like this retracement leg is cool, but I really want to see us flush lower. And then ideally close between 0.5. But if you guys are scalpers, again, we hit a key range. What always happens at a key range, we either retrace or we sink significantly lower. So knowing that, what do you think is going to happen, bro? Like you could scalp this position. On a mini, like do you know how much money you're making on a mini from here to here? A couple, like, this is probably like 1 point something, if not 2K. Because this is the M2 time frame. A couple bands right here off of this single retracement leg. Are you live tomorrow? Yeah, with the students. So I'll be in the call. It's going to be like the same sort of like style layout. So you're going to see this screen, but you're going to see the full screen because it's not going to be zoomed in. But it zooms it in because I stream at like 1920 by 1080. And my MacBook, it's different resolutions. So it just zooms it in so it could fit the actual screen. But yeah, it'll be the same style. I'll be in the call with the students. We'll be in a call and then share my screen, same level, same style, same everything. Because tomorrow's gonna be saucy, so I'm trying to help the students print. I know one student, he just said in the chat he's 1 day away from a payout, so we'll probably lock that in for him. If he doesn't do it on his own, like the whole point of the mentorship is to get everybody like going on their own feet. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be good. We'll do that call with the students. And then, yeah, we'll just resume live training for Thursday and Friday on the YouTube. So that's kind of the schedule for the lives. See how that goes. And then I honestly have no idea what the plan is next week, because I'll wait till like a Saturday or Sunday and I'll just plan out my entire week. What time is it again? Cause okay, word. Just New York AM. Well, depending where you are in Europe, is it 6 hours or is it 7? It might be 7 hours. Dude, that's a crazy time difference. So you're like trading New York open at like 4 p.m. Oh, you're from Germany? Okay. Word. Cool. See the time zone difference. Yeah, so you're trading in the afternoons. Okay. And you said you were in school too, so you probably lock in the entire day at school. If your brain isn't tired already from whatever BS your teacher made you go through, you got to trade in the evening. That's actually a crazy schedule. Dude, props to you. Yeah, XD, bro. I can imagine. That's a grind. That's a grind for sure. I'm waking up, go to school, and after school, I'm only learning till bedtime. Dude, that's crazy. But embrace the grind, bro. Embrace it. Dude, I actually never really thought about that. English is not your native language. Okay, cool. Cool, because it's harder. Well, if you ever need like help or like me to simplify anything, like further, just text me or send it in the chat, like with all the students. Just reach out. Any questions, like specific screenshots on anything, any sort of like terminology, or like let's say you don't know what a word means, and you just need somebody to like simplify it for you. Just send it in the chat. Thank you, bro. Yeah, of course. I think I have time for the meeting tomorrow. Right on. I mean, just New York AM. It's the same exact thing. Have to learn now. Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. See you, bro. Have a nice day. I'll see you around, Ellie. Lock in if you need anything. Reach out. Let me know. Send in the chat. Have a good one, bro. Peace. Yo, what's good? Your mom? What's going on? Crazy name. What's going on? I'm actually super duper curious. Here are my settings for my here Here are my settings for my OTEs for anybody that wants it. But nah. I always like it to soup to the T. What time frame using ICT concepts or levels does Casa Wick theory always respect or like give you the most confidence for taking that in the trade? You know what, Brian? That's a great question. I actually just like quizzed everybody in the chat to guess like what time frame they think it would be. So I'm gonna tell you the same exact thing. It's higher than the M15, I'll tell you that much. But I want you to try to think logically or try to just be reasonable and give me a time frame to what you think that Casa's Wick theory would present itself on. If you've been back testing it and if you've been forward testing it, let me know. But I'll tell you. I wanna see what you think it is before I tell you. H1, no, H1 is really good for your intraday again. And like H1 ranges are super duper good for your M1, M2, M3, M4, M5 setups. Your H1 that's money. Same with the M15. M15 is fire too. Probably H4 on the H1. No, it's actually the daily time frame. So whenever you see Casa's Wick theory on the daily, or because that's the fractal, that's what it originated from. Because the fractal nature of price delivery, it happens on every time frame. But the one that always holds and it's always super duper strong, it's the daily time frame. So your daily. But it happens on every single time frame. That's why I kind of built around. The whole concept was in a book in like 1996, and it was based on the daily time frame. I just kind of took that same concept because I've seen it so much while backtesting, and I was like, okay, we form this a lot whenever we tap into higher time frame pity arrays, and then if you look at your correlated time frames, it always happens. Like it always presents itself. So that's kind of how I found Casa's Wick theory. But yeah. It's the strongest on the daily time frame because that's what the original concept was based on. Years and years ago, 1996. So long time ago. Dude, not gonna lie, do you guys see these fractals right here? We have a fractal right here, and then we have another fractal that forms. 2 consecutive fractals. But how'd everybody trade today? And you guys catch anything? Let me know. I know some people in the Discord went crazy. You guys gotta let me know. Slim's doing really good. But I really like how we have 2 fractals. It's actually, it's clean. I caught shorts, WWW. It's good. kind of chopping up real bad right here. We'll see. Appreciate the sauce, bro. Gonna finish your entire library and backtaste it a bit. Have a good one. Yeah, appreciate you for tuning in, Mr. Brown. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, lock in. There's a lot of sauce on the YouTube. If you have any questions, reach out in the Discord. A lot of people in there that'll help. Discord link says it's expired. Here, I'll send the new one out in the chat. It's crazy. Invite. Edit invite link. Never save. Copy link. I'll send it out in the chat right now. That's a link. That's a link. That's an active link. Is one in the description still valid? Let me check. Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Let's go back to some jazz. I'm gonna just have that queued. Probably for the rest of the stream, honestly. Cool, we're just kind of stagnant. We're just super duper slow. We have 2 consecutive fractals. But yeah, kind of just watching it. I'll probably stay watching it for another 30 minutes and then call it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. On anything. Daily bias, drawn liquidity, anything. But we'll see. Price is just so stagnant. New York AM has been pretty clean though. This was a protected high. Some more sauce for everybody that does Casa's Wick theory is that any single time there's an SMT on a Wick, ICT actually did this in his, I believe, last execution video, unless he came out with a new one. Let me actually double check that. His last execution video, if I remember correctly, was based on a Wick, and he had sell stops at that protected high. Yeah. So 6 days ago, yep, this was the video I was watching. But yeah, so he doesn't really describe why he entered in the market, but I actually went back and I saw the charts, and there was SMTs at those highs. So there was a protected high, and he just entered on that Wick with stops at the zero. So he just entered off of Wick theory. Very similar circumstance right here. We had a bullish Judas. This right here was a Judas because we swept out buy side during the 9:30 open. Created SMT, had a protected high. So this high is protected. You could have entered at consequent encroachment of this Wick. Which, what do we soup to the T? We're souping consequent encroachment with the protected high. We just had a super deep retracement. This was the only red flag, was this deep retracement, but still a protected high. So if we would have broken this high, we would have flown up significantly higher. But that's why I'm still leaning bearish, is because we still have this protected high in place and we're coming off of a protected high. So this theoretically should just send us what? Lower and lower and lower. You could have banked off of this retracement, but yeah. That's kind of some narrative to around today's structure. But yeah, I hope you guys can see how both sides always makes money in the market. Cause longs, Casa's Wick theory straight, couple points. If I would have taken this position, I always target the one. So it would have been from, this is my entry, take profit right here. I would have been done. Straight at TP. And that's kind of like the way that I trade, just like in and out. I don't really like to, I always go for low hanging fruit, low hanging objective, like whatever is easy. Whatever fruit is the easiest to take, I'll take it. I should have entered whenever I noticed the M5 a while ago. You could have caught, what's it called? Yeah, you definitely could have made money off that retracement leg, but yeah, it was applicable. It was present, key level. Just again, protected high, SMT. Soup this consequent encroachment lower. Where's our weekly objective? Lower. So any type of Casa's Wick theory, I'm just not taking. Unless it's to the sell side. Unless it's a bearish Casa's Wick theory, then I'll take it. But yeah, for scalps, you could have just been in here, out here, time and time again, in here, out here, just. That's what price does, man. Time and time again. I gotta put my mic on the charger. Hold on. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'll probably be live for like the next 20-ish minutes. I need to get a YouTube short out, actually. So let me post that short real quick. Dude, I've been going crazy in After Effects recently. All right, cool. I mean, honestly, this is my objective. It's that price level down there. Just again, I mean, I gave the narrative to it a bunch of times, but break it down, protected high. You could have top ticked it off of the consequent coach with this Wick, and yeah, significant displacement lower. You could have caught this retracement, Casa's Wick theory, but we're still in the premium, so overall, I'm still leaning bearish. So it's kind of my bias for the day. Opportunities again was this rejection block with CE, and then if you missed that, there was an order block entry right here. Order block entry that, so 2 times you could have top ticked right here. Swooping this key level, straight to TP. What happens after hitting TP? Deep retracement. So time and time again, it's what happens. I'll probably be live for like the next 15-ish minutes. And then, yeah. We are swooping the 6-2. Okay, why are we lagging so much? In terms of OTE. We have any type of SMTs? Can't really see. Let me move that. How long have I been profitable for personally? I would say a little over 3 years. It'll be 4 years in December, actually. December, yeah, that's crazy. Time flies by. We do have SMTs here. Again, every single candle that's a protected low, it has SMT with it always. Like, it's the same reaction time and time again. It's crazy. And this is a fractal again. Fractal is what I call Casa's Wick theory for short. But we had SMTs at this fractal confirming it, and then boom, straight to swept all of this out. Like, that's crazy amount of points. What made the big change that turned you profitable? Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, my first year I really didn't know what I was doing, because I always went in with confidence, because whenever I do something I'm always super like confident in it, but I didn't have, like, I wasn't journaling. Well, to answer your question in a nutshell, it's journaling. Journaling was the biggest change that I could have done, because it helped me with my personal development as a person, and it also turned me super duper profitable because I could dissect what the problem was. And whenever I started journaling, which this is like my second year into day trading, I dissected what the problem was. Was it me over leveraging? Was it me tilting? Was it FOMO? Was it emotional? Or was it technical? And then I realized, because I came super duper close to profitability, and I realized I would always try to force a setup. I'd try to force a trade every single day. And that was the biggest thing to my downfall, because if you think about it, and I talked about this yesterday in the live stream as well, a day that you don't trade is a day that you win. In the sense of a day that you're not losing money is a winning day. And that's whenever I realized that less is genuinely more. And then in the span of, let's say you have 5 trading days in a week. Let's say you trade 3 out of those 5 days and you win those 3 trading days, you're going to be more up, instead of if you took 5 trading days, if you traded all 5 of those days and you lost 2 of those days. Like, your psychology is going to get messed up, your mentality is just going to be a little everywhere. But yeah, it's honestly just journaling that was susceptible to my success. Having a set criteria, a mechanical system, like a rule set, premium discount, only like filtering out my trades, because you could objectively identify both sides unless you have a way to filter out if you're going to be buying or selling. And there's numerous ways, there's so many ways you could do that. You could either use your drawn liquidity, like what's your target, trade in conjunction to that. And yeah, for me, just premium and discount. That's kind of how I do it. But yeah, I kind of framed this out for you guys. We had SMTs at this fractal. And then we respected this wick that created this fractal right here, flying us to the moon. Just sending us straight up. Is this random or is this institutional buying? You guys let me know. Always a footprint of the institutions is that they'll always create SMTs at these fractals, and then this wick is what you'll actually enter off of. But I talk more about that in the Discord. But what about you, Swag Cartel? How long have you been trading for? Are you seeing any type of profitability? Like, what's your sort of objective? Because when I tell you every single one of your goals and any endeavor that you do, you want to be writing down what your objective is. Is your objective to make the most amount of money? Is it financial freedom? Is it like, what is it? What is your goal? Is it consistency? Because that's something that I struggled with for a very long time, was being consistent. I would have months where I'd make a stupid amount of money, and then I'd go months with no payouts, and that was honestly just scary. So then whenever I figured out that I wanted to be consistent, I would write that down every single day, sort of like affirmations type of thing. And then yeah, so that's what I kind of do. I just copy trade, and I just keep it consistent. Let me text this dude as well. Tell him. I've been trading for 9 months. I've passed my first evaluation last month, but blew it due to me trading when I wasn't supposed to, seeing things that weren't there. And how'd you learn that? How'd you find out what the problem was? Again, journal. Every single day, what are you seeing and what are you not seeing? What levels are you seeing being respected and what is not being respected? What is your edge? You need to be able to okay, I can't speak right now, but you need to be able to objectively identify what your edge is. And the moment that you're able to speak about your edge, like objectively, and write down, okay, this is what I'm looking for every single day, and then get in the repetition or get in the habit of seeing that, that's whenever you're going to see a lot of development as a trader. And yeah, I mean, passing your first eval after 9 months, that isn't bad at all. That means you've been I hope that you were paper trading prior to like getting an eval. You were actually, like, forget the monetary value that trading has to offer you. Like, genuinely, just forget any type of monetary value whenever you're in your first year of trading. Just try to learn the skill. Just get in the habit of seeing these reoccurrences that happen in time and time again. And then the money always comes, bro. The money generally always comes. The second that you start worrying about the money too early, and like while you're developing as a trader, that's whenever you're just delaying yourself more and more and more. So it just kind of gets to a point where you just forget any type of monetary value. You're in it to learn, right? To see what happens, because this is a lifelong prolonged skill if you really think about it. Like, genuinely think about it. Like, trading generally changes the trajectory of your life. Like, the stock market, it's not going to go anywhere. Like, these fractals in price, right? Fair value gaps, turtle soups, all of these like concepts, they've been around for a very long time. I believe 1996, that's the first ever book that I read that had all of these concepts in it. So if they've been around for X amount of years, who's going to say that they're going to randomly just stop working? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I did paper trade for 6-7 months, then failed one eval, passed second eval Blue Express. That's good, bro. Just be consistent. Just forget the monetary value, and risk management is genuinely everything, because it really is a probabilities game. Like, even me personally, I don't have a 100% hit rate or win rate. I still lose trades here and there. 85% win rate doesn't mean that I'm winning all of my trades. It just means that I'm winning the majority of them, but I'm still taking losses. And how you combat those losses is what keeps your win rate so high or so low. It really is. To be able to take that loss with grace and dignity and walk away from the stock market rather than giving in and tilting and start gambling, because the second your emotions get involved, you're not even trading like an edge. You're just trading your emotions, which is just gambling. So it really is what it really is what you make of it. I just started so hard. If anybody clips that and sends that to me, like, I'm actually, like, I'm blocking you. But yeah, that's some psychology advice. Just keep it consistent, bro. Just see what you're learning, see what's working for you, what's not working for you, and just keep it pushing. Okay, it's lunchtime. It's 12. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. I hope you guys have learned something. I know I did a lot of yapping on psychology and everything, but I will be going live on the YouTube Thursday and Friday. And then for all the students, we have a exclusive call, so I'll be in the call with you guys. Same style type of thing, but we'll just be in the call, just chatting it up, and we'll see. Kind of get things going, exclusive per VIP. But yeah, I hope all you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I hope you guys killed the markets today, made some money. And that's it for Casa. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.